Does this all-in-one makeup routine really only take 5 minutes to do? The answer, yes and no. It really just depends on how much you're wanting to do to your makeup. Today, I decided to do a full face of makeup, including eyeshadows, brows, the whole works, and it took me about 7 minutes to do. Something like this used to take me 30 minutes, and a more extravagant look would take me 45 minutes. Now, whenever I'm doing a full glam, it'll take me about 15 to 20 minutes to do, which is huge savings compared to what it used to take me before. And for me, makeup has always been something that's very therapeutic. But what I love about this makeup routine is that I could never get a full face of makeup on in 5 minutes or less that actually looked good. With this makeup, since everything is in one convenient place, you don't have to dig through your makeup bag, which that alone would take forever. I mean, I remember all the times that I would lose my favorite lip liner, an eyeliner, or even my brow pencil, and I'd be searching for at least 5 minutes for that product alone. Now I no longer have to do that since everything fits conveniently in my palette. And even though I have 1,000,001 professional makeup brushes, I absolutely love the SEINT brushes. One, because they are super soft, and two, they're double-sided. For me, this line is all about simplifying, making your routine that much easier. That way you have more time to do the things that you have to do. Whether if you're a mom, whether if you're working, or whether if you just want a quick glam for a night out, this makeup routine really is customized to you and your lifestyle. For me, I like to sometimes spend a lot of time. As you can see here, I'm trying to figure out my eyeshadow, but I love the fact that even though our eyeshadows are in a powder formula, they are super blendable. They're great quality, super pigmented, and I find that it just makes doing any eyeshadow look that much faster and that much easier. I chose to not speed up my makeup routine because I wanted to show you how long it actually takes me to do a full face of makeup. I always like to start off first with my brows and then with my eyeshadow, just because I find that this helps me to have more structure and I can see all of the pieces coming together. For me, makeup has always been something that is an art form, but I love the fact that with this makeup, it really is so hard to mess up. I mean, even your eyeshadow, it might look a little bit muddy, but there are ways to definitely clean it. So that's why I like to start off with eyeshadow first. In case if I mess anything up, I can always take my highlights and my contour to go ahead and clean up that makeup that is on my eyes to just give it a more professional and polished look. Plus, we have over 80 something eyeshadows, so the combinations are really endless, even though for me, I always tend to go to the same ones. So today I was trying to go a little bit out of my comfort zone. I think the most intimidating thing when it comes to this makeup is the contouring aspect of it. And what I love about this makeup routine is, sure, it is a 3D foundation, and the best way that you're going to really see the benefits from this makeup is by purchasing the highlights and contour. But the great thing is that everything comes individually. It's kind of a la carte, if you will. So you can purchase the products that you need. If you really are that scared of contouring, you don't have to get the contour. It won't give you the same three-dimensional finish. And honestly, it's not that intimidating since it is cream, and cream just is so forgiving. The main reason why cream is forgiving is because cream makeup just does not set on its own. So you can fix it if you do make any mistakes, and you can blend it out super, super easily. So here I was kind of taking my time in the beginning, but I actually had somewhere I needed to go today. So I ended up speeding things through, which you'll see as I realize what time it is that I start to pick things up a little bit. And even though for me, I do want to take my time every single time I do my makeup, I know that sometimes I don't always have that time. So if I need to speed it up, I definitely can. The best thing with this makeup is just try not to overthink it. Just remember where your colors go. So I put my contour around my cheeks, on my forehead, on my nose to give definition, because this is where my face naturally has shadows. Then in the center of my face where I want more coverage, I take a darker highlight shade, which is what we call our foundation. Then I take a lighter highlight shade around the jawline, and an even lighter highlight shade underneath the eyes and in the very center of my face, just to go ahead and give it some pop. And like I said, with this makeup, it is definitely customizable. You can do less if you wanted to. Today I was going for a little bit more glam, which is why I was doing more of a contrasted look with the 3 different highlights and the contour. But I always start, whenever I blend the makeup, blending the highlights into the contour because I find that this is going to give the most natural finish. I was trying really hard not to mess up my hair because I didn't have time to fix it. So note to self, do your makeup first, then do your hair. Let me know down below, do you do your hair first or your makeup first whenever you're getting ready? For me, I always have to have my hair done first and then I could do my makeup. I don't know why I do it that way. It makes more sense to do it the other way, but here we are anyways. So then I'm just slapping on my makeup, literally throwing it on, blending it out as I go. And to blend, it's just pressing the makeup back and forth until you get it to the finish that you want. The biggest mistake people make with this makeup is that they tend to overblend sometimes. But again, if you do mess up or if you want a little bit more definition, you can always add that definition. I absolutely love the fact that I can really make my routine whatever I want it to be, whether if I want it to be an all pinky look for spring, a more peachy look for the summer, a more burnt orange look for the fall. I can definitely do that and I can switch out my palette however I want, whenever I want. I always recommend setting at the end, whether if you're dry or oily, you want to make sure that you're setting either with the powder, with the setting spray, or with both. Today, I chose to do both, and when I tell you my makeup lasted all day long, it lasted all day long. I love our setting spray, even though it does give a glow, but it is like cement for your face. And the great thing about cream makeup too is that it is super versatile. Here I'm actually taking my bronzer as my lip liner, using an eyeliner brush to apply that. And then I just took my finger and grabbed one of my favorite nude lip and cheeks called Ibiza, which is now permanently back in our collection. So if you're interested in trying out this all-in-one compact, there are a few different ways that you can do so. You can either shop our pre-built collections that doesn't let you customize, but if you do want to customize routine from a pro makeup artist, you can comment the word makeup below, or you can text the number in the captions.